Hi guys, Alicia here, the newbie crafter. Today I'm going to be making a simple one-layer card using a layered stamp set. You'll see what a layered stamp set is in just a few minutes. So the supplies that I'm getting out for this project are 3 different colors of ink. So it's all pink shades I'm using, but just 3 different shades of pink. I'm also using an acrylic block to mount the stamps on. This isn't a project that you can use a different kind of mount for. You need the acrylic block or a MISTI, that one also works. And I've gotten out my stamp set. There's many different brands of the stamp set, but this is the one I'm using that I was able to find at Michael's. I also got out a mouse pad as a stamping surface, an A2 sized card base, and something to clean my stamps with. So you can see all the supplies I laid out in front of me, and then I put them in a way that hopefully I remember where they are, but we all know how things get buried and we always lose our scissors. So I opened up that stamp set. It's by Hampton Art, and they had a few different ones, but I chose 2 different flower ones when I went out, and I really love them. They were really popular at one point in time, and quite a few companies have done them, so if you want them, just about every company has done them. I believe We Are Memory Keepers has, and a few other ones, but this one's Hampton Art, and it's the rose set I'm using. So I started out with an acrylic block and the completely solid flower from that set. Then I took my lightest shade of pink and I inked that stamp up really well. I'm not working on a white card base, it's off-white, almost brown, so I want the pink to still show up really well. And when you do this, make sure your stamp is as upside right as you can get it. I made 2 upside down cards before I knew what was upside right and what was upside down. So I stamped one in the lower right hand side and one in the upper left hand side. You can flip-flop that, of course, if you want to. Then I cleaned that stamp just with a baby wipe, and I set that stamp aside because I'm done with that one. I took the next one, and it's more filled in than the other one, but not as filled in as the other one. So there's 3 different layers. This is the middle layer to the layering. So I took my second deepest shade of my pink ink, and I tried to line it up the best I could on the first original stamp that I put down. So it's being layered on top, these 3 layers. And again, stamp it on top the best you can. If it's not perfect, this is one of the things that you can kind of get away with and it will still look okay. But if you have a MISTI, that's how you kind of get this to look more perfect. And I just cleaned that stamp off with a baby wipe. Then I took my next most detailed, smallest one for this rose set, and I inked that with my darkest shade of pink. And then this was the hardest one to line up because I kind of had 2 things to go off of and the edges didn't really line up. So I wung it and it looked okay, and that was basically my concern, is it going to look okay? And yeah, it looked fine. So I simply inked that up and stamped that the best I could on the 2 other roses that were there. I then took the thanks sentiment from the same stamp set. I inked that with the same dark pink ink. You could do black if you wanted to. I'll post them on Twitter that are done in black. I've done 4 different cards like this, I think. And I just stamped that in the middle. And that's simply how I created the 1-layer stamped card using 1 stamp set. So while I clean up all my art supplies, I want to say thank you. We are just about at 100 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed already, please press the subscribe button and click the little bell to turn on the notifications. And because of this, I'm going to be starting my Twitter page. I'll put the link to that in the description box below, and I'll be showing you different projects that I make that aren't always posted on YouTube, because I don't always make videos when I do things. I just like to craft by myself sometimes, so this way you will also get to see these, and I'll share with you guys different crafty things I find at the craft store that you guys might like. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.